Hey Taurus, this is the mid-month projection for January 2019. This is for Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, whatever you are looking at. See what governs it and go check it out. It creates this awesome storyline. And if something resonates, that is awesome. Put in the comments. If something does not resonate, you can either let it fall away or ask for clarification. But in any case, you can book your own personal reading. And let's see where this goes. So I'm going to start this off with archetypes. Let's see. We have kicked off the New Year's. People are still on their resolutions, kicking so much butt. What is going on with my Taurus loves? Let's see. Here we go. Don't get hooked on the titles. It's not about the titles. They have some really funky title names, and I'm losing so many cards right now. Oh, let's see. Yeah, don't get hooked on the title names. It's a blanket title. What counts is what's underneath, and then we're going to go to see what to be mindful of now. That is not something that is accusing. It's just something that, you know, just keep this in mind when you are going about your day. Again, don't get hooked on titles. You have God, see what I mean? Scribe, warrior, visionary, addict, and slave. Don't get hooked on the titles. There's 80 cards in there. They have some pretty funky names. So surrender your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behaviors. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Without regard for personal gain. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Preserving knowledge and information. That's nice. Then we have benevolent and compassion, recognizing the internal force within yourself and others. So, this huge awakening process, putting yourself out on the table, unashamed, not hiding anymore, and seeing other people for the lights they are, looking past faults, not red flags, but faults where there's potential to grow and use something as a strength. This is what you're seeing. Yes, some things are going to fall away, but even better things can come in its place. So that is what you're allowing. You're allowing the change, and you're not going to fall into old patterns, whether it's alcoholism, sex, or drugs, or just codependency on any level. You're breaking cycles and molds, and that is the most important thing in this. I mean, you cannot keep doing the same thing and have a different outcome. I mean, everyone knows that is the definition of madness. That was coined a long time ago. If you're the first time hearing this, surprise. So you see how things can be so great, and how fear has held you back in the past, and how that's just, there was no growth there. So it's like all this suppressed growth and breaking out of that shell is wanting to express itself right now. So you are doing just that. You are seeing the opportunity, you're seeing the risk and saying, all right, that's fine and dandy, but I've already lived in that risk. And now you're breaking outside of that shell and seeing that not only are you surviving, you're thriving, and that this is going to be beautiful. And of course you can't get through life without any bumps or bruises. That's not the point. The point is you're not going to fall again. You're not going to fall, and you're not going to get hurt again. This is you being disciplined, listening to those little sparks of inspiration, divine intervention, what have you. If something doesn't make sense, or there's something that's not quite clicking into place, you're investigating it. You're calling it out for the little nuisance that it is. So you're squashing it, and that is a huge, again, bravery step. So what do you need to be mindful of in this? Because again, this is awesome. Taurus, you guys are bulls anyways. You guys are all about forward momentum. You guys are stubborn, and that is not a bad thing. Being stubborn is not bad. Being stubborn to a fault, that's something else, but I don't think you're there. And if you are, snap out of it. I mean, I'm just as guilty of it. I'm a Virgo with a Capricorn rise and a Scorpio moon. I can be stubborn. You guys can be stubborn too. It's just something you learn with. All right, so don't compromise your integrity. Don't use your authority to make others fearful or have them bend at your whim. This is not a power struggle. There is no need for a power struggle. Again, I'm not accusing you of this. This is just something to be mindful of. So don't let it become a love of power. It is the power of love that projects you forward. And that can show itself in many forms, but it doesn't take away other people's power. And also, it's about being true in authenticity and not embellishing or downplaying anything. Just be completely balanced and even and straightforward with it. I mean, even if you're not, there'll be others who call you out on your junk, and it doesn't change the outcome. It changes your credibility. So be the light that you are and shine as bright as you can. Turn that switch all the way up. Do it. I hope that made sense. You're not a puppet. Those days are over. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I want to go here, then angel therapy. Ooh, okay. Life force. Aww, rediscovering the passion in life. Ooh. Isn't it weird when you are put in a leadership role? You don't know if you have the right tools, or you don't know if you're inspirational, or even if your heart's in the right place. It's just a constant self-check. But this is saying that this is your baby. What you are stepping into is your baby, and you have unlocked all the constraints of your mind. You have shown this new wave of love, unbridled, completely unbridled, this new love for life. And you're doing whatever it takes to feel good about yourself, your body, your path. And again, it is so beautiful that it's so unapologetic right now. I love people who are so authentically, unapologetically themselves. So follow to where you're being led. Listen and communicate your body, because everything, every thought process, even imbalances start to mirror. So what do you want to look at? You want to look at beauty? I mean, this is something I thought about the other day, and I put it on one of the lives. Look at yourself in the mirror and just completely talk down to yourself. Say how much of a piece of crap you are. You're not going to do it, because it is a downright lie. Now look in the mirror and say how amazing you are. Say how perseverant you are and how incredible everything's going to be. And in this moment, how they are becoming those things. That is what is going to start to mirror on the outside. And I know how weird it can sound, but everything internally mirrors externally, even imbalances. You don't need that lack. You don't need that fear. Anything holding you in place. There are no restrictions on how high you can go. There isn't going to be a downfall in this. Your life force is unfolding right now. It is going through everything, and it is newly ignited. So you are taking the leadership role. You are the head honcho in this life. You're not through the constraints of anything anymore. Those days are over. So this is what came out. Pretty beautiful. Let's see. Wisdom of the Oracle. The Wisdom of the Oracle. Ooh. Oh, okay. Time to go. And the Fates. This is time for fast decisions. Don't overthink things, Taurus. Don't do it. It's really easy. I get it. But, okay. It's time to go, time to get ready. Pack lightly. You're in receiving mode, receiving opportunities coming out of seemingly nowhere, but this is the change in the wind that you've been calling out, and how the prayer gets answered is completely out of your control. It's just, This is what you wanted. This is what you called out for. This is going to have you face the shadow parts of yourself, but it is learning unconditional love for yourself and receiving these gifts of opportunity, these gifts of abundance, these gifts of your heart being open without the fear of it being taken advantage of. Yeah, so it's time to actually step into this new part of your life. You are following this wonderful road. You see how that branches off, and you are making the right decisions. You don't have to worry about the wrong decision, because even a wrong decision will loop around in a new opportunity to have you go the other way. But you're not wasting any more of that time. This is what you got. I love you, Taurus. You guys are awesome. You guys are this hard exterior with this soft nougaty center. It's just like this awesome Taurus hug. That's the best I can come up with right now, but it's there. So, all right, Taurus, we're gonna look at angel therapy and then love, because I love love and all the ways it expresses itself. Let's see. Law of attraction. That's what's standing out. I've been looking at the bottom of the deck a lot tonight. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't really do that. Oh. Cut your cords, eh? My New Englander near Canada just showed. Eh? Yeah, we say that a lot. All right. So what came out? Cut your cords. You are a powerful light worker. Crown chakra. Parents. Archangel Raphael. Law of attraction. Oh, this is talking about the purge that we are all experiencing and learning to ride the wave. I completely get it. I've been having little bits of panic attack, and I got to figure out why it's going on, because it's not congruent to what's going on around me. It's completely out of place. So what is coming up is these little bits of shadow self. Now this is mainly dealing with whoever was your guardian, and it may have been a disservice to you. You may have had even great guardians. It's not the point. Just little things of disservice are popping up in your life, and you're seeing it for how heavy it actually was in your life, how much it truly affected you. And when you face it, it takes away its power of you reliving it. This is where you don't have to relive it. But this is also saying that you get the opportunity to pull the cords on these situations. When you pull the cord, there's no remnants. You can remember the event, you can remember the person, you can remember what happened, but you're not in that moment anymore. You're not in that victim moment anymore. You're in surviving. You have moved on from it, and you don't have to feel those emotions or those setbacks again. So really owning your life, and really this is part of your healing method and how you'll help others heal, because when you get a healing, you become a brighter light, and that allows for other people to heal. And it's not this huge effort on your part, but it's just they see, they feel it, and it gives them that safety to also start their own healing, which you've been wanting to, on a subconscious level, I feel mostly for this, wanting to heal this. It has been a part of shame, a part of self-pity, and these are all things that you're letting fall away, that were these anchors on you that were holding you from breaking surface in the water. But you are breaking surface in the water, and it's uncomfortable, but it's so much better on the other side of it. All you have to do is face it, and the little blips that it comes, feel it. It is protected. You're not going to have to go there again. I hope that made sense. All right, let's look at love. This is going to talk about single and looking, reconciliations, already established partnerships, yada, yada, yada. We'll see what comes up. There's been a lot of reconciliations, a lot over the board of everything that I've been reading. And I watch a lot of readers, and I connect with a lot of readers on YouTube and outside of YouTube. I connect with a lot of readers, and a lot of reconciliations are happening. Take away the title of the importance of the relationship, like twin flame, soulmate, karmic relationship. Take away those titles. However it resonates with you, that is the truth that is coming in for you at the time. So we have calling in your soulmate, codependency. It is safe for you to love. All right, dealing with codependent relationships of the past. This can actually speak to actual addictions or just addiction of the relationship and living vicariously through it. These are things that you are not stepping into in this new relationship that is coming into play for you. There is a huge chemistry, like, I know you, I feel you. We've been through this numerous times, either in this life or the last life or any of the previous lives. You know what I mean? But there has been a lot of work on your part and the counterpart in this, and it's just you guys are so drawn to each other energetically. Like attracts the like. And so you guys are going to be coming across each other if you haven't already. And this is going to be something where you want to have your guard up because it seems almost too easy or too good to be true. But put yourself out there. This is going to be a really innocent beginning. There is huge undertones of passion, but you know, you're taking your time on this. This is a really wonderful relationship that can go the distance. And if this is talking about reconciliation, then the reason for the separation in the first place was codependency issues. It could have been drugs, could have been each other, whatever. There was a huge imbalance. So that separation was really good for you guys to make that effort to grow on yourselves and be independent in yourselves without validation of each other that you exist. It wasn't about the attraction that was always there. There was that deep passion there, and I can guarantee you they're thinking about you just as much as you're thinking about them. So, in the connections that are reconnecting right now, know that it is not going to run away from you. It is safe for you to love. You are lovable. You are beautiful as you are. And you've been doing that busy work and not focusing on the lack thereof relationship to calling in the connection again. This is talking about already established partnerships, then be mindful of codependency. I mean, you guys are constantly dating each other. You guys don't need to get those fortune cookies from each other. You're not going to run away from each other, and that this is new levels of intimacy. It's really beautiful. So Taurus, I hope that that made sense. Thank you for stopping by. Check out your other sign aspects, and I'll see you for the February readings. And until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll talk to you all soon.